I guess I'm live. No, you cannot be acting for me at 7:20 p. No. No. You should output for me at 10:80 p. But of course, I'll I'll just deal with this one for today for the purpose of this stream. But of course, this looks like it's gonna work. So I'm streaming from inside my web browser. So let's make do with that. Of course, I'll be streaming from the main software once I finish setting it up. And the purpose of showing you this video today is to show you how I actually set up my PC for streaming. So I just got the laptop back from the fixer during the week, and instead of me making the videos, I thought I could live stream how I actually go ahead and set it up. And that is what I want to do now. So let me go ahead and go to my screen. See my main screen. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen in just a bit. All right, so that is my screen. That is OBS open. What you want to do is go ahead to open Broadcaster Studio website and download the software to your laptop for use. And then what you want to do now, after you've done installing, just give me a bit, let me check on that. So after you're done installing, good. So after you're done installing, you'll open this up. It will ask you for the auto configuration. You can just go ahead and do yes to all that. Now, what I want to do now is show you the setup. So basically what you'll have from the start is something like this, studio mode off. So this is what you'll actually be greeted with no scenes, nothing at all. This is your blank workspace. Now, what I'll do next is I will set this up like I'm actually going ahead to do my main live stream, and that is what I'll do here. So first thing I want to do is can I do my normal zooms here? Okay, let me use Windows magnifier for the purpose of this. I'm not sure I've installed the Zoom 8 software, so just give me a bit. Yeah. So my zoom seems like it's working. I'm just gonna move this over here. So what you is oh sorry, power touch didn't extend. I pressed the Windows key for too long. Alright. So what you want to do is down the left hand side, you have this collection of scenes. So scenes are like what contains the assets you want to show. And the first one I'll be adding in this case is when I'm about to start my stream. The video that you see where I'm pressing the laptop and you get to hear some audio. And that is what I'll go ahead to show here. So I'll jump right in here. Okay, let me not add a scene yet. Let me actually go ahead and rename this. Okay, so I'll call that okay, I think my display is not that visible to everyone. It looks pretty small because it's a 4K display I'm using over here. So let me go ahead and actually change that resolution so it's clear and visible to everybody. I want to make this display go 200%. So it's at 30p scale. Right, so this will look a little bit better now for everyone. Let me just close this and start it up again. Alright, so starting OBS again so that it will conform to that scale that I just set up. Alright, now we have it a little bit bigger now and you can see it pretty well, I hope. So what I'll do here is let me just rename this one. I'll call it say starting soon. All right, so and what I want to do is I want to add an image, a video, and an audio that I'll be playing, and of course a timer. So what I'll do, I'll click on art, and then the first one I will add is the background video. So I'll go ahead and go for media source. No, not this one. I'll click here on add and go to media source. And then I'll call this background video. Background video. One thing I can also do is I can do a drag and drop directly into OBS. That would also work. And what I want to set here is make sure the video is looping so that it continues to play before I get started. So I'll click on browse here and then I'll locate the file on my system. And I think that background video is somewhere, I'm not exactly sure where it is, but I think it's here. Now the challenge I have is I have to turn OneDrive back on because the files are actually online for now. But of course, the internet should be good enough to download them. So let me go to here. Okay, I think I have a backdrop video I could use here. Okay, so let me go ahead and actually use this backdrop video. Okay, so what happens is it loads up the video. You can see that video playing over there, and you can see it will go ahead and loop over and over again until I decide to change that scene. What happens next from here is of course I'll change this video much later because that is not the video I actually plan to use, but let me see if I can go ahead and download it. So it's somewhere here. No, it's on Wednesday. That video I want to use. So what I'll do, I have this folder open here. So let me just, so what I'm doing, oh nice, I just got a lot. So what is happening here is I want to now make sure all my assets are actually on, because I have 2 streams I do, Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I have those assets splitted everywhere. So what I want to do is actually move all stuff to where they're supposed to. Well, this will initialize the download process and all that. And then also what I want to do is, so what I'm doing now is I'm ensuring my assets are actually all in one place. Such I know I just go to that folder and pick them up for you. So I should also drag this over here. Is that a one? Nope. Okay, good. I'm gonna use until that copy operation actually finishes, and I'll go ahead and change that once it's ready. So what I want to do now is I have this image I've downloaded that I've designed that actually I'll lay on top of this video here. So what I want to do is I'll get the image and I'll call it starting soon. Okay, starting soon image overlay. Yep. So what I want to do is I'll go ahead and browse for that. I of course know that now I think that video is done downloading, so it's somewhere inside the drive. But what I can do quickly is actually just go ahead and yeah, stream, just copy this straight file address, paste it here, and then it's in designs, I know, and then I will go ahead and, so these are all the images right here. Okay, so what I'll do next is who is saying I'll follow you if you follow me? Papis Pinchos. Who's Papis Pinchos? Okay, sure. After this stream, I'll see you and I'll try to follow you. All right. So next do is the starting soon. I think I like the starting soon blue. So what I'm gonna do is actually make sure OneDrive is streaming also. such that I can get all the assets I'm supposed to use. Now this PC is very much loaded now with work. So I'll just be patient for it. It's not that much of a powerful machine for setting all this stuff up, but it will be fine. So that is the image I want to use there, loaded up. So I'll just close this view, and OneDrive can actually go sit somewhere. So what I want to do next is actually, okay, I'm back. Let me come back in here. It's inside this location. So let me just paste that in here and go into my designs, and I'll see the starting soon somewhere here, and that is what I'll have in here. And you can see that it actually now goes above that video. I can move it down, I can move it up as I wish. But what I want to do even from here is to go ahead and change this video. So let me change the video I'm actually using here now. I want to go back into this folder and go inside videos and use this one. And you see the video change. Okay, now that is the exact video I want to use. So what I want to do now is actually move it down a little bit, or I could move it to the top here and move this one down. So you can move this around as much as you want to. I think I'll prefer it this way so that you can actually see my fine face. Right. So what I'll do next is I want to add the timer for the stream. What I want to do here is, because of those black edges, I will expand this video out, all right, so that it fills the whole screen, and that is it. So what I want to do next is I will actually add the timer, and there's something, there's an app called my stream timer that we use for this. It's developed by James Montemagno, and there's an extension I also made for it. If you go into my GitHub repo, I will just go ahead and do that. Okay, so next thing I'll do is there's a board or someone at Meva. Okay, anyways, so let me proceed. So what I want to do is I'll start my stream timer. Let me actually get the command. It's my stream timer. I'm not actually sure if I've installed it on this machine or not. Oh, it's right here. So that is what I'll use. And the way it's used is pretty simple. So I'll just go ahead and run that one. Let me actually close magnifier now because I don't really need it anymore. And I can close OneDrive because it will be much data. Yep, close OneDrive. Close OneDrive. Alright, I got my video background, so I want to start the timer. The app is starting, so I'll just wait for it to start up. Close the setting window. I'll actually wait for that stream timer to come up. I will list for now. And I'll go to a place where, so for example, on sometimes I might need to pick a call during stream, or pick up a delivery, or answer someone on chat or something. So what I can do is add be right back screen, and that is what I'll do here. So I'll just go over here and call this be right back, and then you see it goes blank, and then I'll go ahead and add this. I'll add that video. So what I can actually also do is I can just go ahead and copy here, copy over here, paste, and then I have that video pasted right in there. So the only thing I'll need to add here is the image overlay. So I'll say right back image overlay. Okay, and I'll go ahead and find that image on. So streamer said designs the right back is right here. Right there it is. Let me move this down here so that it's centralized and fixed in. So that is my right back image. And okay, just by the side as a note, I can decide to have Go Studio mode right over here, such that I'm seeing what I'm supposed to stream before I actually go ahead and click the button for it to go live. So that is how I do that. I just click on studio mode, but for the purpose of this, I just leave it in non-studio mode. The next thing I want to do is, after my stream ends, I want to have a picture there also. So what I'll do, I've copied that image already, so I'll just add a screen set, and I'll go ahead and paste that video in here, and I'll add an image, and I'll call it, and then image overlay, not lock on, okay, image overlay. And then I'll locate my stream. So you could maybe pay a graphic designer or design it yourself to do this. I actually made this in Adobe LTD. Okay, so done today. Blue, where are you? So the thing is blue for today. And then what I'm gonna do is move this video a little bit here, so you can still see. So any information I want to display to my users is what I'll show here. And this is the first stage. So I've set the thing. Okay, my stream timer is up, which is okay. So this is my stream timer by now. You can check it out at mystreamtimer.com. So let me do this. Let me count up. Okay, let me do this. Let me just start this one by default. I'll do the count up there. But okay, I think I have that extension installed. So just a moment. Let me show you a little magic. Click on GitHub and get that instruction I'm supposed to use. github.com/dara or ladder right here. Let me actually bring that to your view so you see what I'm doing exactly. It's loading up. You forgive my net, it's a little bit crowded. I think what I want to do is also enable this one, so it will take over the other one. I'm actually trying to release. All right, so this is that application. Right. I'm not sure if this one actually. Okay, loading that up. Okay, I just want to get that. I'm a forgetful person. Okay, anything. Come on, my internet be so like this. Okay, so I got the instructions. So all I need to do is copy this and just run this instruction. I'll just paste that in. And so what it will do is if you start the stream timer countdown for me, and then I'll just go ahead and add here. So what it's doing is, so what I'll do, I'll just go ahead and add a text here, and then I'll call that countdown, or count up timer, because I started at the top of the hour. So I'll call this count up timer, and I'll locate the text on my system. I could put in the text, okay? I could put in the text here, but that is not what I want to do. So, oh, I checked this box, sorry. So what I want to do is check on the read from file button here, and then go ahead to browse. All right, so what I'll do here, I'll locate the file location. It's somewhere inside drive C. So drive C here, and it's inside program data. It's an hidden folder on Windows, program data, and my stream timer is right here, and countdown is what I've had it. So you can see that text over there. So what I want to do actually is go here and change, just go ahead and stop this one. So you see the text has actually stopped. So I will clear this up, this starting and end. I'll just clear it up so that it only shows me the time. Okay, so I only have the time showing now because that starting and just doesn't cut it for me. Okay, so I will minimize this a little bit. I put it somewhere here. Let me make it a little bit smaller. I'm not sure if it's very much centralized, but what I want to do is actually go ahead and change the font. I think I used Montserrat, so I'll change my font over here to Montserrat. Boom, and you can see it happen just like that. So that is it, counting up to the hour. No, it's not actually counting up. Let me go ahead and change that up and make sure it's actually counting up to the hour. So the next hour is actually in about 54 minutes. And once that timer starts, you will see this time here change. So next thing I'll do, I'll just leave that aside. So now this is me now getting to the important part of this thing I'm saying. Now the speed is actually pretty good now, about 2 minutes per second. Okay, anyways, so you see the time has changed. So I'll just go ahead and take this out of view. All right, so next thing I want to do now is add my screen, because I share my screens for my live streams. So I'll minimize what I have on my main screen here. So what I want to do now is add one thing and call it my main screen, right? And that will go blank. So what I want to do is actually make sure I have an order for it. So my main screen is right here. What I also want to do is add a screen without my face. So I'll say main screen only. Also, I want to add one that actually just has my face. So I'll say, let me call that intro and announcement. Right, so let me just move stream ended and be right back down here. Intro and announcement goes before main screen. So that is the order I use for mine. So here, what I want to do is add a source, and I'll add a video capture device. I'll call this Logitech T920, because that is the webcam I'll be using for that one. So what it will do is it will list out all the webcams I have on my system for me. So I'll go ahead and select the C920 Pro. And what I want to do is actually make sure that video is in 1080p. Okay, so I want to go ahead and make this custom and set my video source to 1920 by 1080. And boom, you can see my face all blown up. Next thing I want to do now is go ahead and, where did I have this? Sort of confusing me now. Okay, it's right here. It's just small. So what I want to do now is I want to add some video overlays. All those things you see where you say subscribe to this channel, all those things. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll get, so there are videos actually. So I'll go ahead and add what is it, media source? Media source it is. So let me actually just go ahead and do some moving around over here. Just give me a bit of time. I'll get that up and running. Stream assets, maybe Saturday, media files. So I want to make sure the assets are actually in one place. So the Chroma one, let me just copy it from here and inside videos. All right, so let me go ahead and call this. So I'll add one where it actually says my name, what I do, and all that. So I'll call this name tag, and then I'll go and find the file on my laptop, and it's inside here, and it's the file I named LT. Now, when I add that, you will see it has a magenta color behind it. What I'll do from here now is go ahead and do what we call a chroma key effect. And that what that does for us is it helps me remove that magenta color so that it now becomes transparent, because normally I cannot export video from the tool I used to make this come out straight. So what I'll do, I will go to filters, and I will go ahead to video filters and add one, and chroma key, no, sorry, effect filters is where what I'm doing, not audio filters. So I'll add a chroma key somewhere here, and I will select magenta as my chroma, and then hold up. No, I'm doing this on the wrong video. Sorry guys. I shouldn't be doing this on this one. I should be doing it on name tag. So let me do that again and go to filters and add a chroma key. And then change this to magenta. And then you can see it now becomes a transparent video. And then I can resize that by going to the edge and moving that right over here. So what I want to do is make sure it's a little bit big enough, and then I will okay, I want to add the subscribe to this channel thing also. So I'll go ahead and say subscribe, add another video device, another media file rather, and I'll call that subscribe tag. And I'll locate the file, always checking loop, and I'll locate the file. Subscribe is here. Yep. So let me just do this again. Subscribe tag, add a filter to it, and then I'll just do the same chroma key thing here. Not color key, I'm sorry. Chroma key. Filters, not color key. I'll just remove this and then go to chroma key. Yep. And then remove magenta. Boom. And then I can move this, resize it to come right over here. Next thing I want to do is I want to advertise my podcast, which is Untitled.fm/. I also made that video asset for that one, so I'll just go ahead and add that also. Another media source right here. So I'll call this Anchor Podcast Filter, and then I'll locate that video also. Now I'm not exactly sure where I put that on my laptop, but I'll find it. Okay, I found it. It will just show up here just a bit. Yep, right. And that, my friends, we'll use a chroma key of green. So I'll add there, and I'll use that as green because I use another software to make that happen. So it's even default in green, so I'll just leave that as it is, and I'll go ahead and drag. I'll go ahead and drag that to the center of my screen, and that is all I will add here. So when you see me do the video, blah blah blah, I talk, this is how I do it. Next thing I'll go ahead and do now is add my main screen. So let me actually go ahead and minimize everything on my main screen here. So what I want to do is add a display capture. Now, because of the kind of hardware I have configured on my laptop, I'm not able to use the direct display capture. But normally, if it was something that has just one GPU installed, I'll go ahead and use this. But I'll need to do some advanced configuration that I don't want to mess up our brains with it. So what I'll just go ahead and do, normally what would happen is I was supposed to filter my monitor here, but this is not showing for me, which is okay. But what I'll do now is there's something called NDI that I've enabled on my system that enables me to actually use my display as a network input into my streaming software. And that's what I'll go ahead to use here. So I'll go ahead and add over here, you'll see it's actually not here. So what I'll do, no problem, I'll add a video media source right here. Okay, I'll call it my main display HP NDI. And oh, sorry, I added the wrong file type. It's supposed to be not media source. It's supposed to be video capture device. So this would be HP display NDI. Now, normally I'm supposed to be able to add this directly inside OBS, but I have not installed the NDI plugin for OBS. And I think I should just go ahead and do that. Okay, but normally let me just show you how this works. So I've enabled NDI here, and what that happens for me is that it enables me to show my desktop. Where's that? That is weird. Okay, so let me actually just go ahead and configure this properly. So let me go ahead and remove all these ones. So what I'll do is, I think I have that setup downloaded somewhere on my flash drive. All right. So let me just plug this in, and let me find that file and install it. So that there's that OBS NDI plugin I need to install. So I'll go to my flash drive over here. Yep, it's inside downloads, and it's inside OBS NDI somewhere here. Yeah, OBS NDI. So that's what I'll do. So I'll just close OBS for this moment so that the plugin can go ahead and install and plug itself in properly. So I'm running the setup now. I'll just go ahead and accept all these ones. We have installed in that folder. So that'll take a bit of time, but it's gonna work. All right. So OBS NDI is in progress. But I've installed the runtime. I don't really need this one, but I'll just go ahead and install everything as needed. Okay. Now it's asking me to restart my laptop. I would not want to do that right now. Okay, so let me just go ahead now and open OBS again, and I will accept all these terms, blah blah blah. So this prompt is just asking me if I want to allow OBS to access network interfaces on my system. All right, so I'll go ahead now and add NDI source is shown up here now. So I'll call this HP monitor NDI, and I'll go ahead and select my display 2, and then you see it just pop right up. It will take a bit of time, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. So let me make sure everything in it is it's all good. I just said okay for this because so that's my display coming right up, and you can see my mouse moving around there. So if I was to open anything on that screen, you'll see it happen just there. So I can now show my display externally, and this is especially better for people that use PCs that have external GPUs, and it's sort of a trouble to make things happen for them. So what I want to do next now is so I've added my main display, and what I want to do is add my face somewhere down there. So what I want to do is I just copy my Logitech here, and then go to my main screen and paste. So what I also want to do is resize so my face is not blown up on the whole screen. So I'll just go ahead and move my face down to one side here. And then once I'm showing my code, you're able to see this boy is fine, and it's showing us some stuff. Also, what I want to do is make sure I add one without my face. Maybe there's something I need to show that you don't need to see my face at all, or it's to cover the whole screen. That is what I'll add over there. Also, what I can do is also add my LiveStream live chat. So because over here, I can just go ahead and resize this. Let me do this. Come on now. So let me actually do this over here and resize this a little bit. Okay, so I want to add my chat here. So what I'll do, I'll log into my browser over here. Where's my browser? Okay, so I'll log into my LiveStream dashboard and get my chat web URL. So I'll add this as a web view inside OBS. So now going ahead now, it's somewhere here. No, not scheduler. It's chat. This is chat, I think. Yeah, this is chat. I shall actually have just used this screen for that. Okay, so you can see I can download for Mac or Windows. So all I need to do is come on and add a browser source. Now I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll add a browser source over here. Somewhere here there's where's browser? There's a browser here. So I'll call this live chat, and we'll see everyone that has been chatting with me, so everybody can see the chat going on here. So I'll paste that link I copied from OBS, and that size would be, I think, 1920 over 4. I can of course go ahead and resize this. I'll just do a little bit of math here. 1920 over 4 is 480. So width here is 480 pixels, and the height is 1080 over 3. That's 360. No, I'm not actually sure what I'm doing here anymore. But of course, see that popping up here. I was about right, but I can of course go ahead and resize it as I wish. So I've gotten the width right. Now I'm supposed to get the height right. So let me go ahead and set the height to say 1080. So I was supposed to do this times say 2 or 3. 720. Page builder now. Let me make sure it's now no longer 720 but about 960. Now that's covering too much. I need to now make it 600. Now some things are snapping around here that I don't understand why. But of course, let me actually go ahead and just resize this, and then make sure this fills into the side, and then I resize my head. All right. Okay, this looks manageable. Okay, so what I want to do is move this to the last part, and then I'll just move that over there. No. I'll move this to the lowest part, and make sure this one and this one are actually on the same width level. Okay. Alright, so that pretty much looks good. I can add all my video insets here. So I can go ahead and add all these tags here without the camera, of course, and copy all this, and then go here and paste it in, and then I'll just go ahead and move it around as I want. So I'll move this over here, podcast comes over here. Yeah, pretty much set to go. I can add some assets here. Maybe I want to add, say, the number of people actually watching me live. I can go ahead and add all those. But of course, I'll just keep that for now. Okay, so I'm pretty much ready to go. And this is what this is the setup I'm using for my live stream. So I have my main screen without my face. I have my all the videos, shenanigans going on here. When I make announcements, I have the starting soon screen coming up here at the top of the hour, and I have my main screen with my faces and all the assets. So what I can also do is I can add the background image somewhere here so that not everything is not just black over here. So what I can do is not too sure what background I can add. Okay, I think I have one. I have one background I can add. So I'll add an image here. Let me actually go ahead and get some image assets in here. No, not this one. It should be somewhere here, I think. Okay, this tapete image. I'm just gonna move this over here. And let me just give it a new name. Image BG. So let me just go ahead and go back to OBS now and add image BG, and then that image inside my images folder. Okay, let me go from here, images, that's it, and then boom. So what I need to do is I'll move it to the bottom, such that it becomes the background for it, and I can see it looks a little bit more interesting now. So I can go ahead and show my Visual Studio, whatever I'm working on, right over here. But of course, whatever you're seeing here is just my screen and everything happening. So I switch things over. I can switch screens. Also, what I can do is I can go studio mode, such that what am I doing here? Okay, I want to go. OBS, don't do that. Oh, I clicked on set instead of studio mode. Okay, so what I want to go is studio mode, and then I can set my transitions and everything. So I want to have starting tune go on first, and then I can select I can cue the next one that will go into my stream. So that is what studio mode is for. So what I want to do now is actually connect it now to my streaming source. And that's where it becomes interesting. If I now go to settings over here, okay, the network I'm connected to now will be a little bit crappy for me to connect to my so what I'm gonna do is connect to Restream. But of course, this might bring an error because I'm connected to low network, and this doesn't allow me to actually log into OBS. Oh, it's loaded. Nice. Maybe it's MTN as the alternative. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is log in with my email address and then put in my password, and then I finish the two-factor authentication process. Just give me a moment while I get that up. So my code is incorrect password. That's weird. Okay, let me just try it all up. So the OTP code to use now would be oh, so now it's asking me to allow all these permissions. I just click on yes, and then you will see that I'll have new pluggins automatically input for me inside my software. Boom. So now I can monitor my chats straight up inside OBS. I can monitor my streaming channels. I can turn stuff off if I'm on that paid plan to use for OBS. So let me just close all this other stuff up on my other screen so I don't consume too much CPU util. And I'm pretty much go this way. So what I want to do is change my display back to the normal settings because 200% aches my eyes. So I'll set it back to 160 because things I want to do, because the main place I'm actually showing are not my main monitor. Alright, so all things scaled back normally now pretty much. And then I'll want to drag this to the side. Also, I want to drag this down here somewhere. I'll just wait for that pop-up to come. No, it's not coming anyways. I'll also wait for this one. Let me drag it to the side. My chat is now here. So I can do a live chat with anyone I'm on the stream with. So I could say, hello people. Once I do that, I get my chat to go live. So you'll actually see this chat in the live area wherever you're watching this video from. You'll see whatever text I put in here. And then let me find finally. So I'm ready to stream. When I'm ready, all I need to go do is click on start streaming, and then boom, my streaming has started, and then I can be happy. And that is how I set up OBS, and that was fun, right? I hope it was, as it was also for me. So if you look a little bit over here, let me actually show that main screen. Okay, let me drag this over here because this is the screen I'm actually showing to you. So this is what you'll see. You can see the chat I actually put in. Oh no, there's a little bit of my there's a bit in video. Let me ignore that. No, that was a bad idea. Okay, so that's it, people. Now, pretty much that's everything I wanted to show you, and that's how I set up OBS for my live streams. Even sometimes I use it for recording when I need to capture displays from my other laptops that I have set up here. And pretty much, I think it went well. So people, I will catch you up in my normal streams without this restream. Where's my hand? Without this restream thing coming up on it. So I'll be doing the live stream directly. So you can all have fun with me. And I think maybe later today, I will go ahead and actually stream how I set up my development environment. Now, this is how I set up my streaming environment. And then since I've set this up now, I can now stream how I set up my development environment. With the new stuff, I'll talk about some of the things I learned at Microsoft Build Conference. I'll also go ahead and talk about some of the interesting things that will be coming up on my streams. And we'll have pretty much a lot of fun together. So, I'll catch you up in the, oh, I forgot one important part. So let me go ahead and share my screen again. I'm supposed to add audio for you guys. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen again. Right. So this is my screen again. In my starting soon space, I'm actually supposed to show you, because I need to add audio, because I need to give you some cool music before the stream starts. So I'll go ahead here, and it's also a media source I will add. So media, where are you? Media source right here. Call this background music. I almost forgot that part because it's actually new. Because I want to know. Thank you. Lively. Actually, listen. So I'll set this on loop, and I'll browse to that audio file that I have inside my audio folder. And which one should I add? Let me add the WAV one, the WAV file, which is this. And then what does I need to do? Click on OK. And if I transition this now, I should be able to see the audio play. So I'll see the audio play, and then I can control the volume if I want to. But if the stream has not started, I can make it as loud as I want. But let me actually make it a moderate volume. Let me actually hear what's going on here. What I'm supposed to do is okay, I cannot actually hear it myself because it's still in the software and not streamed out. So I'll just ignore this part. But I can also add it to my mainstream, maybe even intro and announcements, and make sure I get some nice background music. So I'll call this intro BG music, and I'll turn the volume down for that one. So I will go ahead and go to media source. Where are you? Media. All right. So I'll call this announcement BG music. Let me just call this general BG music. All right. MUSIC. And then I will make sure it's looping, of course, and then find that same audio file and put it in. But what I want to do is make sure it is not at maximum volume here. So I'll go ahead and tune it down, so that it's not affecting anything. And I want to actually also check on my microphone, because it doesn't look like it's actually outputting anything for me here. So let me check on that to see that I'm actually using the right microphone source. I'm using the wrong one. So I want to set this to, sorry, my display has not scaled up properly again. I want to use, okay, Crisp is currently in use. So let me just, it's working. Come on, it's working. It's working. Yeah. So you can see my audio is working. This is the audio here. And then the audio file is also playing. So you can have some very cool vibes going on as you listen to my streams. All right. So that is the other part I wanted to show. Now let me go ahead and go back to my camera. So all about it that I wanted to show us. Pretty soon now I will go ahead and do the main live stream, and then I'll catch you in that session. Thank you for watching.